No bell had called the harbor, no watchman raised a flare. But through the mist before the dawn, the black sails came. I stood above the eastern cliff where frozen waters turned. The village slept beneath the snow, only one watchfire burned. At first I saw a shadow move where sea and darkness met. Too broad to be a fishing boat, too still to be a wreck. Then another sail rose behind it, black against the paling sky. Then 5 more crossed the narrow mouth where the winter currents lie. No trading marks upon their canvas, no lanterns at the prow. They entered without horn or warning, the enemy was here now. No oars broke the silence, no voices crossed the cold. Only dark ships moving inward, row by row. Black sails in the fog, moving where the ice runs dark. Wake the harbor, raise the fire, let the northern warning start. Black sails in the fog, more behind them through the grey. Ring the bell and close the water. The Black Fleet comes this way. I ran the path beneath the tower, boots breaking frozen ground. The keeper saw my face approaching and turned the iron wheel around. 1 strike woke the lower harbor, 2 strikes reached the sleeping hall. At the 3rd the eastern beacon threw its fire against the wall. Men came carrying shields and hammers, women gathered bread and hides. Children woke beneath the rafters, hearing war drums from the tide. The harbor master climbed beside me, counted sails through snow and flame. 12 within the inner channel, and twice that number came. The fjord was built by mountains, the harbor had one road. If the first ship reached the landing, all the north would know. Black sails in the fog, moving where the ice runs dark. Wake the harbor, raise the fire, let the northern warning start. Black sails in the fog, more behind them through the grey. Ring the bell and close the water. The Black Fleet comes this way. Drag the harbor chain from darkness, link by link across the snow. The smiths released the frozen pulleys, the iron started rising slow. Behind us boats received the wounded, carts moved inland from the shore. No one carried what was precious, only what could save one more. Then the flagship cleared the headland, higher than the ships behind. A raven carved upon its prow, a black sail stretched against the wind. Its captain stood beneath the rigging, iron helmet, crimson hand. He pointed once toward our harbor, and every vessel changed command. How many ships? Enough to hide the sea. How many stand? As many as must be. What guards the shore? The chain, the shield, the flame. And if the chain should break, then we become the same. Black sails in the fog, now the whole fjord hears the sound. Raise the chain between the towers, let no enemy touch the ground. Black sails in the fog, let them enter through the cold. They believe the harbor sleeps, they will learn the north still holds. Black sails in the fog, closer with each stroke they make. Light the tower, clear the shoreline, hold the water until daybreak. The first ship entered the inner fjord. The chain was only halfway raised. One for the ships in the mist. Wake the shore. Two for the chain still below. Raise it more. Three for the black sails coming. Ring the harbor bell. The first blow shook the rafters. The second crossed the bay. The third woke every sleeping house before the break of day. The smith left iron in the furnace. The hunter reached above the door. The wounded rose from winter beds and carried shields toward the shore. No one asked how many vessels, no one asked how long we had. They saw the beacon through the snowfall and understood the news was bad. The harbor master opened storehouses, the boatman cut the frozen rope. Every hand that could still labor became a weapon, chain or hope. Wake the tower, clear the pier, bring the children inland. The Black Fleet is here. Ring the harbor bell, let it strike through ice and hell. Wake the smith and wake the sailor, every living hand as well. Ring the harbor bell, let the frozen mountains tell. Black ships entered before morning. Raise the chain and guard the fjord. Foremen climbed the western tower, dragging links through snow and sleet. Six more turned the ancient capstan iron, screaming at their feet. The chain rose slowly from the water, black with rust and winter weed. Every link was broad as timber, still the fleet advanced with speed. At the docks the final fishing boats were filled with grain and cloth. Mothers wrapped the smallest children, fathers pushed the vessels off. One old man refused the crossing, placed his oar against the wall. I built these piers with my own brothers, I will not leave before they fall. Move the wounded, load the bread, leave the silver buried. Count the living, not the dead. Ring the harbor bell, let it strike through ice and hell. Wake the smith and wake the sailor, every living hand as well. Ring the harbor bell, let the frozen mountains tell. Black ships entered before morning. Raise the chain and guard the fjord. Flagship crossed the outer marker, raven prow above the foam. Behind it came the narrow longships, rowing toward our sleeping home. Their drums began beneath the snowfall, low and measured, slow and wide. Our own bell answered from the tower, rolling thunder down the tide. Then the eastern pulley shattered, half the chain fell toward the sea. Hakon caught the broken guide rope, wrapped the iron round his knee. 20 hands pulled hard behind him, blood ran through the frozen cord. Link by link the barrier lifted, across the mouth of the fjord. Who wakes the harbor weapon, a bell cannot stop a blade, but it turns the sleeping village into every stand we make. It calls the frightened from the darkness, it calls the strong toward the flame, it tells the fleet beyond the harbor, we are awake. We know your name. Ring the harbor bell, let it strike through ice and hell. Every tower, every vessel, every northern voice rebel. Ring the harbor bell, now the iron barrier swells. Let the first ship break against it. Guard the water, guard the shore. Ring the harbor bell until the final boats have sailed. Let the black fleet hear our answer. This fjord will never be theirs. Raise the chain, the ships draw near. Raise the chain, the shore stands here. Ring the bell until the mountains answer. The last echo crossed the harbor. Then the flagship struck the chain. Hands to the rope, pull as one. The black ships enter before the sun. Raise the iron chain. Returning, rolling through the frozen bay, when the harbor master called us, every able hand this way. We reached the wheel beneath the tower, buried deep in ice and sand. Old oak teeth and rusted axles, built by some forgotten hand. The chain slept black beneath the water, heavy with the winter tide. If we failed to lift it higher, nothing stopped the ships outside. Smith brought hammers from the furnace, sailors wrapped the frozen line. Farmers locked their backs together, every shoulder moved in time. One link rises, one link holds, one more breath against the cold. Turn the wheel, endure the strain. Raise the iron chain, raise the iron chain. Drag it upward through the rain. Let the first black ship discover why this harbor still remains. Raise the iron chain, every hand accepts the strain. The sea may bring them northward, but the fjord will take them no farther. The capstan groaned beneath the pressure, frozen timber split and bent. Every turn became a battle, every breath was nearly spent. Hakon tied the fractured guide rope round the iron at his waist. When the western pulley faltered, he held the weight and kept its place. Blood ran down his frozen fingers, no one told him to release. He only faced the men behind him. Pull again, do not decrease. Behind us boats moved from the shoreline, children vanished through the gray ahead. The fleet entered the channel, there was no other time or way. One link rises, two links clear, hear the rowing drawing near. Turn the wheel, endure the strain. Raise the iron chain, raise the iron chain. Drag it upward through the rain. Let the first black ship discover why this harbor still remains. Raise the iron chain, every hand accepts the strain. The sea may bring them northward, but the fjord will take them no farther. Pull for the harbor, pull Across the final headland, raven prow above the spray, its black sail swallowed half the morning, its oar-struck water all the same. Enemy drums rolled through the channel, archers gathered near the bow. Still the chain rose from the darkness, still we would not let it go. Then the western support shattered, 3 men fell beneath the beam. The iron dropped a handspan lower, the harbor filled with warning screams. I drove my shield beneath the axle, Hakon struck the locking pin. Every hammer fell together, and the final teeth locked in. We cannot stop the sea from moving, we cannot turn the storm away, but men can lift what seems unmovable, and everything they love must stay. The chain is not the strength between us, the iron is not why we stand. The barrier holds because behind it every link is tied to a hand. Raise the iron chain, let the frozen harbor strain, let the black fleet break its timber on the wall beneath the waves. Raise the iron chain, now the final link is raised. If the first ship wants the shoreline, let it come and meet our strength. Raise the iron chain, hear the tower speak our name. The fleet believe the water open, now the fjord has closed its gates. Chain above the tide, hold it high. Flagship at the line, let it strike. Raise the iron chain, raise the iron chain, raise the iron chain. Push them from the harbor, cut the frozen rope. The chain may hold the black ships, but the last boats carry hope. Flagship struck the iron barrier, the links cried through the bay. Broken ice rose past the towers, but the chain refused to sway. Behind the wall of shattered water, 3 small vessels left the pier, filled with wounded grain and children, every face controlling fear. The boatmen leaned into the current, mothers kept the lanterns low. No one spoke above the rowing, no one asked how far to go. I stood between the dock and water, shield turned toward the northern shore, watching those we swore to shelter leave the homes they built before. Do not sound the battle horn, do not loose the arrows yet, until the final boat has cleared us. Our true line is not set. Let the last boats leave the shore, give them one more breath, one more oar. Hold the chain and guard the landing, keep the black fleet from the shore. Let the last boats leave the shore. We were called to guard, not conquer. Every moment that we hold here carries someone safely farther. The second vessel met the crosswind, its steering board was split in two. A wounded sailor bound the timber with the belt his father knew. From the flagship, enemy archers raised their bows above the prow. As men climb the warning tower, they are close enough to fire now. I raised one hand and kept him waiting. One small boat remained behind. An old woman held the rudder. 3 young children sat inside. Then the enemy captain signaled, blackened arrows filled the gray. Our shields rose above the shoreline and turned the first attack away. Shield the boats, do not pursue, take the arrows meant for them. We can answer when the final sail has passed the harbor bend. Let the last boats leave the shore. Give them one more breath, one more oar. Hold the chain and guard the landing. Keep the Black Fleet from the shore. Let the last boats leave the shore. We were called to guard, not conquer. Every moment that we hold here carries someone safely farther. Approached the channel as the western tower caught flame. Enemy arrows struck the timber, smoke descended with the rain. Hakon held the locking mechanism, regarded the lower stair. Einar carried water through the fire, no living hand remained to spare. Then a child aboard the vessel turned and looked toward where we stood. He raised one hand above the railing as if farewell could do some good. No warrior answered with a promise, no man claimed he would return. We struck our shields against the stone and watched the warning tower burn. The final boat is safe, then let the Black Fleet find us. The last boats leave the shore. Give them one more breath, one more oar. Let the iron take the impact. Let our shields withstand the storm. Let the last boats leave the shore. Now the final sail moves farther. Every life beyond the headland makes the price of holding matter. Let the last boats leave the shore. There is nothing left behind us but the harbor chain and warriors and the Black Fleet coming toward us. Past the tower, the last boat moves. Past the headland, the last boat moves into open water. The final sail is clear. Sound the horn. The shore is ours to defend. The last sail vanished into morning. Then we turned toward the ships. The chain rose once. The black ship struck. The tower shook, but the iron held. The raven prow broke through the snowfall, driving hard against the tide. Oars were buried in the black water, warriors crowded every side. Then the flagship met the barrier, iron cried against the hull. Frozen waves climbed past the towers, for one breath the world stood still. The eastern anchor tore from stonework, 3 great links rose through the spray. Hakon threw himself across them, keeping all the weight in place. The enemy captain raised his hammer, every oar pulled back as one. They had failed to break the harbor, so the second strake begun. Brace the tower, lock the chain, let the timber take the strain. Shields above, spears below, hold until the tide turns slow. When the first ship struck, the whole frozen harbor shook, but the iron held beneath us and no enemy reached the dock. When the first ship struck, every shield and hammer rose. Let them break their black ships on us. This is where the water closes. Archers gathered near the rigging, blackened arrows crossed the bay. Asmund answered from the watchtower, turning every bowman away. The flagship moved against the current, searching for a weaker side. Smaller vessels passed around it, trying to outflank the tide. One reached towards the western landing, hooks were thrown against the rail. Rurik cut the first rope open, Torvald tore the second sail. Enemy warriors climbed the timber, steel rang out above the foam. We met them where the water froze, between the fleet and every home. Hold the stair, guard the pier, keep the final landing clear. Chain behind, shield before, no black sail reaches shore. When the first ship struck, the whole frozen harbor shook, but the iron held beneath us and no enemy reached the dock. When the first ship struck, every shield and hammer rose. Let them break their black ships on us. This is where the water closes. Captain changed his order, every longship pulled away. For a moment silence covered all the frozen inner bay. We watched their oars reverse together, watched the flagship find its line. It moved farther from the barrier, then returned with twice the drive. Every defender saw it coming, no command was passed between. Hakon locked the final iron, Rurik raised his shield between. The black sail filled with northern wind, the raven prow became the night. The ship came down upon the chain, and every man prepared to fight. What holds the water? Iron and stone. Who guards the landing? The hands of our own. What breaks the black ship? The chain and the tide. And if the barrier falls, we stand on the other side. The first strike tested iron, the second tested men. The third would test the promise that we would hold until the end. A chain can break beneath a warship, a tower can fall into the sea, but no ship reaches northern soil without first passing through me. When the first ship struck, the whole frozen harbor shook. Still the iron held beneath us, still no enemy reached the dock. When the first ship struck, every northern voice awoke. Let them drive their fleet against us, we will answer stroke for stroke. When the first ship struck, the black water turned to foam. The sea had brought them to our harbor, but it would never carry them home. Chain above the tide, hold the line. Black ship turning, one more time. One more time, let it come. The harbor still stands. The chain did not break, but the first enemy reached the shore. Boots in the water, shields in the snow. Close the wall, let no man go. Shield wall at the water. First enemy reached the shoreline, half submerged beneath the tide. Iron hooks held fast to timber, more were climbing from each side. We left the chain beneath the towers, we crossed the frozen lower pier. Rurik raised his broken shield rim, closed the line, they enter here. 7 shields became a barrier, 7 spearheads faced the foam. Behind us stood the empty harbor, beyond us waited every home. The enemy came without formation, driven forward by the sea. Their first rank met the northern iron and found no space between the shields and me. Heel to heel, rim to rim, hold the wall, do not give. Water cold, breathing slow, let no enemy leave the boat. Shield wall at the water, stand where frozen currents break. Let them come through smoke and splinters, let them learn what shores can take. Shield wall at the water, hold the line beneath the spray. Every step they make toward land must be bought and paid. Arrows fell behind our shoulders, axes pressed against the wall. Torvald held the western corner, though he could not stand alone. Hakon drew him back 1 footstep, then replaced him in the line. Einar bound the wound behind them, no one broke the wall in time. The longship turned beside the landing, broadside pressed against the pier. Enemy warriors crossed its railing, 20 more were drawing near. Asmund fired from the watchtower, 1 dark arrow through the sleet. The first man fell between the vessels, the second landed at our feet. Brace the left, close the right, keep the harbor out of sight. Shield above, spear below, let no enemy leave the boat. Shield wall at the water, stand where frozen currents break. Let them come through smoke and splinters, let them learn what shores can take. Shield wall at the water, hold the line beneath the spray. Every step they make toward land must be bought and paid. Withdrew beneath us, pulling ice from underfoot. Half the wall began to falter, 3 shields vanished through the soot. The enemy saw the opening, the captain raised his blade. They pressed against the western corner, certain now the line would break. I stepped into the freezing water, locked my shield against the ground. Rurik joined his rim beside me, Hakon closed the other side around. The wall bent back beneath the pressure, every shoulder felt the strain. Then the eastern tower sounded 1 low horn across the rain. Who guards the harbor? We guard the shore. Who holds the water? The shield wall. How many pass us? Not 1 more. Then turn them back into the storm. Not the wood behind us, a wall is not the stone. A wall is every living shoulder that refuses to stand alone. When 1 shield breaks, the next moves closer. When 1 man falls, another stands. The sea may carry armies northward, but the shore belongs to hands. Shield wall at the water, stand where frozen currents break. Let the black ships send their warriors, we will meet each step they take. Shield wall at the water, hold the line through smoke and spray. Every enemy who reaches land will pay for every pace. Shield wall at the water, now the northern horns reply. Turn them from the frozen harbor, send them back beneath the tide. Shield to shield, hold the ground, spear to spear, turn them around. Shield to shield, hold the ground, the shore still stands, the landing held. Now the road to the flagship was open. The lasting holds, the chain still stands. Now take the fight into their hands. Board the black flagship. Smoke moved low across the harbor, broken oars covered the tide. The enemy withdrew toward the flagship, gathering at the Raven's side. Rurik pointed through the snowfall, one small longboat still remained. 6 men pushed it from the shoreline, 6 men entered through the rain. Arrows fell around the vessel, the black wave struck the wooden bow. Behind us stood the shield wall, ahead the enemy waited now. Keep the oars beneath the water, keep the shields above the spray. Reach the black ship before its captain turns the fleet and breaks away. Board the black flagship, cross the frozen waterline. Take the battle to their deck before they strike a second time. Board the black flagship, let the Raven sail come down. The shore will never stand in silence while their warship guards the sound. Our boat struck hard against their timber, hooks caught deep beneath the rail. Hakon climbed the rope before us, disappearing through the sail. Steel met steel above the water, boots moved fast across the deck. The enemy captain turned to face us, iron hammer at his neck. Rurik held the narrow gangway, Asmund guarded from below. I moved beneath the Raven banner toward the man who led them north. No retreat across the water, no surrender to the tide. Cut the ropes, break the rudder, leave the flagship, nowhere to hide. Board the black flagship, cross the frozen waterline. Take the battle to their deck before they strike a second time. Board the black flagship, let the Raven sail come down. The shore will never stand in silence while their warship guards the sound. We did not cross for silver, we did not cross for fame. We crossed because behind us stood the lives we swore to save. A warrior does not choose the water, he chooses where he stands. Tonight we stand beneath their banner with their future in our hands. For the black flagship, hear the northern oars reply. Cut the sail and break the steering, leave the black fleet to the tide. Board the black flagship, the frozen sea below. When Captain leaves this deck alive, one fleet will turn and go. Black flag dragged across the rigging, smoke rolled through the broken mast. Warriors fought along the railing, every breath could be the last. Hakon guarded the rear passage, Rurik held the narrow stair. I crossed beneath the raven shadow, the enemy captain waited there. His iron hammer struck the deck boards, mine was bloodied at my side. No horn sounded, no man answered, only steel and frozen tide. Behind me stood the harbor, behind him stood the fleet. There was no room beneath that sail for either man to leave. Beneath the raven sail, where the black wind filled the sky, we carried every oath behind us into one final fight. Beneath the raven sail, let the frozen waters know, when the captain falls before us, the black fleet turns and goes. His hammer broke across my shield rim, splinters cut across my face. I drove him back against the mast rope, neither man would yield his place. He spoke of villages behind us, golden winter grain to take. I answered with the names of children we had sent beyond the cape. Then the flagship rolled beneath us, burning timber crossed the deck. He raised the broken hammer once more, I stepped inside. The final strike. A warrior is not remembered for the enemies he ends. He is measured by the lives behind him. He refuses to surrender. I did not stand beneath that banner for a crown or victory. I stood because the fjord behind me still depended upon me. Beneath the raven sail, where the black wind filled the sky, the enemy captain met the promise we had carried through the night. Beneath the raven sail, let the northern waters know, when their black commander fell, the first enemy oars turned home. These frozen walls. The hammer left his hand, the raven sail came down, and across the frozen water, the black ships began to turn. Sail has fallen, the captain lies below. Now fire runs across the deck into the fleet. It goes. the steering chain. Enemy warriors left the flagship, leaping toward the ships nearby. Smoke erased the frozen harbor, red light climbed the morning sky. We pushed the burning vessel outward toward the fleet that blocked the bay. Let the wind decide which black sail would survive the day. Cut the ropes, release the masts, send the fire through them fast. Leave the deck, take the oars, turn the flame against their war. Fire on the frozen water, let the black fleet see the dawn. Every ship that came to conquer now must choose to flee or burn. Fire on the frozen water, red beneath the northern sky. They entered through the dark before us. Now the flames will light their flight. The flagship struck the second longship, burning canvas crossed the air. Enemy oars broke their formation, every captain turned in fear. Our small boat pulled from the wreckage, frozen waves rose through the smoke. Behind us 3 black sails were burning ahead, the harbor chain still held. Then the western tower answered with one horn across the bay. Every shield along the shoreline struck the stone and called our name. We did not light the fire for glory, we lit it so that we could live. There are moments when survival takes the last thing you can give. The fleet believed the fjord was open, they believed the north would fall. Now their own black ships are burning before our frozen walls. Every ship that came to conquer now must turn and carry on. Fire on the frozen water, hear the northern horns reply. The fleet that entered before morning now retreats beneath the burning sky. The flagship disappeared in flame, and one by one black ships turned away. The flagship burns behind them. The northern horns attack. No ship will reach the harbor. Turn the fleet back. Black sails moved through smoke and snowfall. Broken oars covered the tide. Every captain sought the channel, every vessel turned aside. From the shore our shields were rising, from the towers horns replied. The fleet that entered before morning now was fighting to survive. Hakon stood beside the chain wheel, blood had frozen on his hands. Rurik raised his shattered shield rim, still the harbor held its ground. Let the current take the timber, let the northern waters track. They have seen the fire before them. Turn the fleet back, turn the fleet back. Drive the black sails from the bay, let them carry home the warning that the north will never break. Turn the fleet back, let the frozen water entered here believing us defeated. Now they flee before the weak. One black longship struck the shoreline, turning white beneath the flame. Enemy warriors called for rescue. No one answered through the rain. We did not chase them past the headland. We did not leave the harbor wall. Our oath had never been to conquer, only stand and never fall. The final burning mast collapsed. Red sparks vanished in the snow. Then the first pale light of morning found the fleet already gone. Victory is not the shouting, it is hearing children breathe. It is knowing those behind you had the time they needed to leave. Let kings remember names and banners. Let songs remember broken men. We held the shore because we promised we would hold it to the end. Turn the fleet back, drive the black sails from the bay. Let them carry home the warning that the north will never break. Turn the fleet back, now the northern horns reply. They enter through the dark, before us they retreat beneath the morning sky. To the end, to the end, to the end. The fleet back, black sails fading through the gray. Northern water clears the way. Turn the fleet back, the fjord still stands. We watch the final sail leave the headland. No one cheered, we counted who remained. Found the harbor beneath a wounded sky. Broken masts stood in the water. Not every man saw the light. Past the towers, ash fell softly with the snow. Blackened timber crossed the shoreline, frozen water moved below. Hakan rested by the chain wheel, blood had dried across his hands. Rurik walked among the wounded, calling names across the sand. No one spoke of victory, no one raised a drinking horn. We searched the wreckage for the living as the northern day was born. Count the shields, count the men, call each missing name again. The fleet is gone, the shore remains, but dawn remembers every name. Dawn over broken masts, light across the frozen bay. Show us what the night demanded, show us who was swept away. Dawn over broken masts, warm the faces turned to stone. The fjord survived the black fleet, but it did not stand alone. Near the western tower ruins, Einar found a shattered shield. Beneath it lay the harbor master, still facing toward the field. The final boats returned by morning, children stepped onto the shore. One boy searched among the warriors for the man he saw before. I could not give him back his father, I could only speak his name. Then every shield along the harbor struck the earth and did the same. The dead do not ask for monuments, they do not ask for crowns. They ask that those they died defending build again what fire brought down. So raise the beams, repair the harbor, let the northern waters know the men who fell beneath this morning still stand in every stone. Light across the frozen bay, carry every name beside us as we clear the wreck away. Dawn over broken mast, let the cold horizon burn. The fjord survive the black fleet, now the living must return. Heal us, it only showed us where to begin. The black sails left before us, the morning crossed the sea. The harbor bears the wounds of war, but the fjord still breathes. Smoke still moved above the water, broken timber lined the bay. Men returned to raise the towers, women cleared the ash away. Children walked the frozen shoreline, searching where the fires had been. Every stone beneath their footsteps held the names of fallen men. Hakon stood beside the iron, Rurik watched the northern sea. Neither spoke of what had happened, both were simply still with me. Raise the beams, repair the chain, let the harbor stand again. Night has passed, the fleet has ceased, the north still stands. The fjord still breathes, the fjord still breathes. Through the fire, ice and grief, every oath we carried northward still remains beneath our feet. The fjord still breathes. Hear the morning through the trees. The storm may take the warrior, but the oath remains with me. The final boats returned by sunrise, lanterns crossed the quiet foam. Those we sent beyond the headland found the harbor still their home. One child placed a raven feather on the stones beside the chain. Then the northern bells awakened, calling every name again. We did not promise life without sorrow. We did not promise no one falls. We promised when the darkness entered, someone would defend these walls. Let the kings record the battle, let the sea erase the scars. We will carry those who left us in the timber and the stars. When another storm approaches, when another black sail appears, The oath beneath this frozen harbor will outlive 1,000 years. The fjord still breathes through the fire, ice and grief. Every oath we carried northward still remains beneath our feet. The fjord still breathes. Let the northern mountains speak. The storm may take the warrior, but the oath will never leave. The fjord still breathes. Now the broken towers rise. We held the shore before the morning, and the north survived the night. Survive the night. The storm may take the warrior, the oath remains. The sea may break the timber, the oath remains. The night may claim our names, the oath remains. The fleet was gone, the harbor stood, and beneath the morning wind, the fjord still breathes. The lyres are gone, the blank sails are cold. Morning has come, the chain still holds. Broken links lie near the water. Ash still covers Elvish stone. Men are lifting fallen timber. Boats are finding their way home. Hakon turns the rusted capstan. Rurik watches from the wall. Neither speaks about the darkness, neither needs to speak at all. Raise the beam, bind the rope. Every hand restores the hope. The chain still holds through the fire and the cold. Every life beyond the harbor was the reason we stood strong. The chain still holds. Hear the northern waters roll. The fleet may leave its scars behind, but it could not take our home. Children cross the frozen shoreline. Raven feathers mark the dead. Every name we lost before dawn lives in every word we said. No crown waited at the harbor. No great king had called us there. Only homes behind the towers. Only people in our care. The iron did not save the harbor. The stone did not defend the bay. The chain held firm because the living pulled together through the rain. The chain still holds through the fire and the cold. Every oath beneath the water still remains within our souls.
The chain still holds.
Let the harbor bell be tolled. The storm may take the warrior, but the oath will still hold.